47 years old. I just finished the 75 medium. I lost 10 pounds. My waist dropped from 43 inches to 41 inches. My cardio's improved tremendously. My lifts are going up. Honestly, I realized something. Most men over 40 are doing this completely wrong. I can tell you why. When I started the 75 medium, I expected big results, fast results. The reality of it is that although you can do things to get those, they're not sustainable. Things don't happen that fast. I'm 47, it took years, decades to get this out of shape. Overweight, expecting it to change in 2 weeks, 75 days, whatever it is just absolutely silly. If I look at the big picture, in those 75 days, I lost several inches off my waist. I went down 10 pounds, added, I'm not sure how much, but some muscle. I built a habit. I built a habit of consistency. I got back in the gym. I'm not nervous to go to the gym anymore. I will be honest, I was when I first started. It was horrifying, actually. It was one of the reasons I haven't been to the gym in years, is who wants to go to the gym when there's a bunch of ripped guys and girls there, your stomach's hanging out, and you can't lift very much weight. That's all behind me now. I'm not bashful about it. I just go and do my thing, and then I go home. I think that's pretty cool. The expectations I had for myself were I was going to lose 20 pounds, look like a whole different person. That didn't happen. If you've watched my older stuff, you might see my face does look a little thinner. I'm going to put up some before and after pictures on here. You'll see some differences. It's not a ton. I got a long ways to go. I'm proud of it. I just think I learned if I can do it, so can you. It's really hard to do it. You just got to do it. You just got to make a decision and stick to it. That decision has to include the fact that I'm not quitting this time. When you decide to start, you need to make sure that in that moment that you also realize you're not stopping. I chose the 75 medium because it offered 75 hard. Anybody that's looked into that, it's 2 workouts a day. It's a very, very strict program, which is awesome. It just wasn't going to work for me. 75 medium, 1 workout a day, follow a diet plan, drink a lot of water, and if you miss a day, you just restart. I didn't miss any days. I did it every day. Drank 3/4 of a gallon of water a day. No junk food, no alcohol. I just tried to stay around 2,000, 2,100 calories a day. It worked. It kept me in the gym. I wasn't dieted down so hard I couldn't work out. There was days I had low energy, probably mainly from I was doing kind of a high protein, lower carb eating program. So my carbs are low. I think without going full keto or something, keto, where you start burning the fat as energy. I don't know if my body ever got to that point where it was low carb enough to use the fat as energy. Although, I mean, obviously I was burning fat. I don't think it was refilling my energy. That was all right. I had days that were messy, days that I worked out like a crazy person, days where I worked out like an old lady. The point was I was there every day and I did it. My son finally joined me in the gym. Out of those 75 days, that was the biggest win for me, was now we work out together. After when he gets out of school, he's right there with me. That's pretty cool. Set your expectations appropriately, depending on where you're at. If you're really, really, really overweight, you might see a lot more weight in that 75 days. If you're not as overweight, you're probably not going to see as much weight loss. You'll notice it in your stomach, in your chest, in your shoulders, in your face. You'll see progress. Make sure you're taking pictures at least once a week, every couple of weeks. I finished that about a week ago. Since I was on the 75 medium, I wasn't counting the days. I was still following that program until I decided what I wanted to do next. I didn't know if I wanted to diet down hard and really try to burn off some body fat faster, or if I wanted to do like a lean bulk. I've settled on a lean bulk. What that looks like for me is I've upped my calories to about 2,900 to 3,000 a day. Just a typical day would look like this. I'll run down real quick. I would drink a Premier Protein drink first thing when I wake up, in a bottle of water. 45 minutes or an hour later, I'll have 2 slices of sourdough toast, 4 eggs. And then 3 hours later, give or take a little bit, 2 scoops of whey protein mixed with a half a cup of oats. Put it in the blender with some water. Blend it up really good. Doesn't taste very good. The oats are not the most pleasant thing. If you blend it up good, it goes down pretty easy. In that, I put a teaspoon, 2 teaspoons of PB Fit peanut butter powder. Get the fats back, especially if you're on hormones like testosterone or TRT therapy. You got to make sure you're getting the fat to optimize your hormones. Very important. That and vitamin D. Those are the 2 must-haves. I do take meat, zinc, magnesium, some other stuff, but vitamin D and the fats I've discovered are my biggest, for me, my biggest thing. At lunch is around 1, I'll eat 7 or 8 ounces of lean meat, so chicken, fish, lean hamburger with a cup of white rice. Then a couple hours later, my pre-workout at the gym, it's usually 2 more scoops of whey protein, half a cup of oats, PB Fit. I'll drink that. And then on the way to the gym, I'll usually eat a rice cake and a banana. Go to the gym, work out. That usually takes me an hour and a half. And then I get back home. At the very minimum, I'll have a rice cake, usually a rice cake and another pre-made protein shake. And then dinner will be the same as lunch, basically. It'll be some kind of lean meat, 7 or 8 ounces, 6 to 8 ounces, depending on my calories for the day, what type of meat it is. Often do a baked potato over the rice. Then I do a side salad with like a vinaigrette or some kind of oil dressing, get some more fats back in. And then before bed, most days, again, depending on where my calories are at, a Greek yogurt and a rice cake. I can't sleep if I'm hungry, so it's almost a day, pretty much a daily thing. If I'm hungry, I eat something so I can sleep. I'm going to follow this for 2 weeks. Not going to weigh myself in the middle. I'm just going to do it for 14 days because I did actually weigh myself yesterday. The scale already went up. That's expected. It's a lot of carbs, a lot of water. So I'm not going to weigh again until 14 days is up. Then I'm going to see where I'm at. If I've gained a half a pound, that's perfect. That's what I'm shooting for. If I've gained more than that, I'm going to adjust. If I haven't gained that, I'm going to adjust. And I'm just going to do that every 2 weeks for a while and see what happens until I find the right groove. If you're a guy over 40 and you're in a similar situation, you're trying to rebuild your life and your body, relationships, follow along, subscribe.